Hi, I'm Margaret McCabe, Dean at the University of Arkansas School of Law, and I have exciting news. I'd like to announce our Dean's Circle Faculty Award winners for this year. First, the Faculty Award for Scholar of the Year goes to Jordan Woods, terrific professor leading the Atkinson program.
One of the pieces that was the basis of the award is an article that is just recently published in the Stanford Law Review called Traffic Without the Police. And in my research, I've written a lot about the harms of traffic stops and the over-policing that occurs in traffic stops, especially for communities of color and other marginalized communities. And so this piece really asks the big question of, can we envision a world of driving where police don't have the primary responsibility for enforcing traffic laws, and what are the benefits for social justice, and in particular, the benefits for communities that bear the brunt of over-policing during traffic stops today if we moved our traffic regulation in that direction. And another aspect of the research that was the basis of the award was some of my work on LGBTQ youth, and in particular LGBTQ foster youth, and the harms that they experience in foster care settings, and the ways in which the recent and growing wave of laws that involves broad religious exemptions is hurting LGBTQ youth in the foster care system and really pushing them into homelessness and other sorts of negative life outcomes. So I'm very thankful for the award. I'm super grateful for Dean McCabe at leading the charge for starting this tradition at the law school, and the awards committee for selecting me for it. And I can't wait to serve on the committee next year to continue this great tradition that the law school set in place.
Next is our Faculty Award for Teaching, which went to Danielle Weatherby. For those of you who know Professor Weatherby, you know how committed she is to her students and what a fine choice she is an awardee.
Well, I've always put my students first. I started teaching here in 2013, and I thought of my students almost as my clients, as I would treat my clients when I was in practice. And so their needs and their best interests kind of dictated everything that I do as the teacher. And over the years, I think that I've worked really, really hard to figure out how best to package these lawyering skills that are going to serve as the foundation of their success in practice. But I don't think of my students just as a conduit to skills. I think about them as a whole person. And so I try to connect with them individually and meet them at their level and help them through what I always call kind of the pressure cooker of the first year of law school, not just in an academic sense, but as kind of their cheerleader and coach and mentor and advisor. You know, I just adore my students. And I think I've said this before, but it is such a privilege to be a part of their journey to becoming a lawyer. And so watching their growth and their trajectory over the year of that I have them in my classroom is such a joy and such a privilege. And there's nothing that I could think of that would be more meaningful to me than recognition of the work and effort and real kind of heart that I put into my teaching. And so it means the world to me.
And finally, our award for public service goes to Professor Annie Smith, who does an amazing job leading our community service and pro bono program.
Service and doing legal volunteer work is obviously critical to the people who need the assistance, who need that legal assistance and might not have anywhere else to get it. But I actually also see their work as really critical to our students in terms of building their professional identities, their own sort of feelings of their ability to have an impact in the world. And so I just think it's very, very important part of what we do at the law school is to provide pro bono opportunities for our students, to model to them that we too engage in service, and then to recognize them for service so that they see that it's taken seriously and really an esteemed work to do. Service and scholarship and teaching are all important, obviously, in terms of what we do. But for me, service, I think, is particularly important and plays like a really special role in the way that I've thought about my legal career and also my teaching career. So to be recognized for service is particularly impactful. I'm very grateful for the award.
So I'd like to say congratulations to our faculty awardees. It's wonderful to see their work recognized, and I'm so pleased that they're a part of the University of Arkansas School of Law faculty.